What's good, chat? I just got out of boxing practice. It's about 9 p.m. right now. Just got done sparring. Last practice for the week at the gym. Hey, you know we still finna get that work in. Regardless if coach say we got practice or not, still finna get that work in. Every day but Sunday. But hey, I got me some cheese pizza. I'm finna watch this Charles Bennet and Pat Sullivan bare knuckle fight that just happened on the 7th. It's the 13th right now, if y'all ain't know, chat. But I heard this was a pretty good fight. And if you don't know about Charles Bennet, hey, if you know about Charles Bennet, you know ball. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
A BKFC squared circle from Columbus, Georgia by way.
This is my first time watching this video too, chat. So it's gonna be a live reaction type of thing.
Of Las Vegas, Nevada, felony Charles Bennet. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black trimmed in green and bronze. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, an even 150 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory, opposite a single defeat. Representing and fighting out of South Philly, here is the Irishman, Pat Sullivan. And our referee in charge of the action, Dave Breslow.
Felony Charles Bennet told us, I have to be reliant on my speed and I have to be reliant on my creativity. Both fighters up to scratch. Sporting touch of hands, round number 1. Black trunks for Felony Charles Bennet. Black and green trunks for Pat Sullivan. And staying on the outside, there's the feint with the rear right hand from Sullivan. Sullivan on the jab. The ropes, now turning at an awkward angle, looking to counter is Felony Charles Bennet, and he does it!
That's the power that has shown it many times. Totally believes it's time.
Hey, that boy Pat Sullivan the dog too, though.
Look how relaxed he was the entire time. He's got to be careful. He has his hands low, but man, when he lands a punch, he does.
Don't get it confused, chat. That boy dog too.
Damage.
You want to fight? Let's go.
Dave Breslow talking to Pat Sullivan after the mandatory 8 count. 120 remaining, round number 1, scheduled for 3 rounds. We're at 145 pounds. Hook jab off the mark from Sullivan. Bennet taunting it, sticking his chin forward. To do that, pull back. Hands low by design, a leaping jab from Felony Charles Bennet.
It's so creative. You cannot practice and try and get his timing down. You can't do anybody in the gym who's going to fight like Felony.
Frustrated push away from Pat Sullivan. Hook to the body from Bennet. There's more of that creativity. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. A jab from Sullivan, not there. Bennet to the mid-range.
So Bennet has admitted that many times he hasn't trained for some of these fights. He's actually trained for this, and he's ready to come in and fight tonight.
Felony Charles Bennet holding center circle. And very low, there's the up jab from Sullivan to the inside. The counter with the right hand from Pat Sullivan.
Man, Pat landing some good punches. Felony just in very well.
15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Jab off.
Chat, hold on. Cause I was just finna say why he got his head so far above his lead knee, but I think he.
Felony Charles Bennet holding center circle. And very low, there's the up jab from Sullivan to the inside. The counter with the right hand from Pat Sullivan.
Man, Pat landing some.
He was trying to pull. I was just finna say why his head so far above his lead knee, but he was finna pull, chat. Hey.
Good punches. Felony just in very well.
15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Jab off the mark from Sullivan.
Top of the bell, guys.
See the methodical walk down pressure from Felony Charles Bennet. Staying elusive. Eluding that punch to the head just before the bell. We are through the opening round.
And did you just look at what a slow methodical pace Bennet comes out with? He just stays right in front of you, stays just out of range. It's pretty amazing.
Listen to me. Look at me. Relax. Use the other one.
Stop, dude. You don't give up. You don't give up. Stop.
What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Give me this. I don't give a shit. Give me this round.
You can tell he's hurt. This is why. That is why he's hurt. Hit with a big right hand. Gonna see it from a perfect angle. Very impressive. He even got up from that punch. Very impressive. He even got up from that punch, Sean.
Our Crafton replay presented by Forge. Braslow calling both fighters up to scratch. They stand 3 feet apart. Round number 2. Mocking smile on the face of Pat Sullivan to start the second round. There's the jab and the easy pullback from felony Charles Bennet. To the inside. Bennet lowering his stance. Bennet exploding to the inside, taking himself to the canvas. Quickly ruled a slip by Dave Braslow.
Charles Bennet might get dropped. He keep on jumping in like that. I don't know, bro. This is my first time watching this fight though, so shit. I don't know, but
Ready? Knuckle.
On the restart. Jab not there from Sullivan. Sullivan trying to find his jab. Into the inside, nearly the counter left hand. Goes Bennet off balance, resetting. Jab again from Sullivan. Hard on the counter with the left hand from felony Charles Bennet. 70 seconds remaining, round 2. And keeping his hands low, chin out. It's not even clowning, that is trying to bait in Pat Sullivan. That is very tactical. It looks like clowning to the uninitiated, but it's very tactical.
That just shows the speed and the athleticism of Bennet. So quick, so difficult to deal with, things you can't teach.
Look to the body from felony Charles Bennet. And it's feeling as though he's in full control. 40 seconds remaining, round number 2. Sullivan trying to counter, swinging a miss with the right hand from Charles Bennet.
Sullivan does have a little bit of a reach advantage. Not been able to utilize it.
But they're just missing that right hand. Hands low, chin out for Bennet. 12 seconds remaining, round 2, a big left hand fall. 12 seconds remaining, round 2, a big left.
he didn't even land the first. Damn, that's cold.
12 seconds remaining, round 2, a big left hand falling into the ropes is Pat Sullivan. And ruled as a knockdown by Dave Braslow.
Right, so Sullivan's still hurt. Look, he's falling backwards. Look at the liver off his. I don't think he wants it anymore. He's done.
When 2 companies merge, you end up with 2 ways of doing the same work and a lot of training.
My bad, Chip. My bad.
Fight is over, and win number 1 in BKFC for felony Charles Bennet.
Respect to Pat Sullivan. Respect to Charles Bennet, man. Pat Sullivan was working that back foot combinations too, man. I don't know why he quit, man. That was a good fight, man. Good fight for sure. It was a good fight. Had both sides for sure.
At the face, it's a bad cut. Pat Sullivan, you could tell by the way he looked when he got up. They brought him up to, he just wanted no more. The look on his face was pain, but I'm out, no mas. He didn't get totally knocked down. The rope saved him, and Sean, that's the correct call. The rope saved you from hitting the ground. That is considered a knockout.
In the combat sports world, Chris, there is the perception of felony Charles Bennet, and then there is the reality of Charles Bennet. We just saw the reality of Charles Bennet. He is a smart fighter, he is a tactical fighter, and he is a technical fighter.
So we talked about it earlier, when he's in camp, when he's training, man, this guy's difficult to deal with. He's so unorthodox, and he's got cat-like reflexes. You can see he just get out of the way, he can fire right back. You can throw a punch, he can get out of the way just by 1 inch and throw a counter punch at you. He just has to be in shape and ready. You never know what building you're going to get. Dave Feldman enjoying the antics of the one and only Charles Bennet.
Only Charles Bennet talking to David Feldman. Bennet, again, 5 fights in Pride. One of the right over a generation ago was one of the rising American stars in the great promotion Pride. Now at age 46, rising American stars. Over a generation ago was one of the rising American stars in the great Pro 6, gets his first win in BKFC.
Sean, when I picked my fight of the night, the one I picked, I knew he was a big underdog, but that's the reason I picked him was when he trains, he's a different fighter.
Bennet told us as much in our fighter meeting. He said, my confidence is high because my cardio is on point. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Dave Braslow, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute 56 seconds, round number 2. For your winner, by TKO felony, Charles Bennet.
And what a victory for Charles Bennet. We've seen him fight many times, and when he's out there, when he's training, this guy could be one of the best.